Thank you for joining me. Much love. Um, I am here today to try to bring some a little bit of peace and a little bit of understanding through this matrix of light to uh, balance and try to bring some coherence to all this rising that's happening right now across our country. Um, and so I'm trying to talk about energy today. Energy is like one of my main focuses. How to work with it, how to bend it. A lot of energy bending happening right now in Salt Lake City and other cities around the country. So let's start with hopefully my perspective will give you some peace in the matter as well as some understanding if you're struggling with the idea of protest and violence and scariness, stuff like that. So let's throw ourselves like back to the start of our country, back to the start of like people, emotions, all that good stuff. So uh, throw out some perspective of myself. I grew up an angry person, just reactive, just quick, really quick. Like once we were playing tag, someone turned a corner and someone hit me in the face on accident, so I just decked them. And uh, and then if I got angry in past relationships, I would take a corner really fast and like slam my hand in the wall. And my hand would be like in the wall, and I'd be like, fuck, and I'd be angry about that and this, and then have to fix the wall, and all that good stuff. So um, that's like a rising. It's an emotional rising that's semi uncontrolled, and it's to be understood. It's not to be marked as shameful. It's a process of our conscious evolution. Um, it's happening. It causes things. It causes things to happen. Maybe not in the best way, but things happen because of it. Maybe not even the things we want to happen, but like cars get flipped. At least um, people get to experience stuff that never happened. Like yesterday in the park, someone ran up to me and was like, "Yo, that was wild! I was leading the pack on my on my motorbike, and then I got to the Capitol, and this guy got out of his car and he pulled out a bow and arrow and was like fuck black people, and was like aimed it at some of the black dudes. So I punched him in the face, and then everyone flipped their car and set it on fire. And I was like, just like in a park, blowing like couple miles down the road from this, like tranquil, peaceful. It was like this wasn't happening there. And then like right down the road, just like this wild thing is happening. That like new experience for people, like crazy shit, they got to see some shit that they've never seen before. I got to hear this wild sentence. It was just like, what? And then so there's some laughter to be had from it. Um, and some joy, and it's sad. It's definitely sad for the material that's being destroyed and the properties that are being destroyed, and hopefully people that are in the properties are getting out safe and aren't getting tied up into the rising. Um, but and then it's sad for the people in the rising who are being shamed and beat for what they're doing because our government and our system doesn't understand energy and doesn't understand that we value people more than we value material, and that's the expression that is being shown when things get destroyed and burned because of deaths. Um, and then so again, let's jump back. Our country was kind of founded on this. We had the first epic rising. Not the first. There's probably other epic risings like China. It was an epic military rising that like came conquered everything. But we were over here. We were like we didn't like what was happening, so we destroyed everything. We had the Boston Tea Party, where we just threw all their tea into the river. It was like fuck you taxes. We don't care about this. Like we're gonna toss it in the river. We're gonna toss it in the ocean. And and then we took the country. We had to kill people from their army. We had to change the entire system and make an entire new thing. And then that happened, and then we did that throughout America. I mean, like I said, not everything is always for the best. Everything you are having now, and this computer and stuff like that, that it's all a consequence and a byproduct of it. So I'm thankful for things that happened. I'm ashamed of the process of our evolution that we went through. And hopefully we can learn from it and move through it. Hopefully I don't need to strike walls anymore. I had to strike walls to understand like why that energy happened, like why I could take a corner fast enough to strike a wall, or why I could be emotionally sad enough to just want to hit a wall, to hit a thing, like go outside, slam rocks. Like, why? What is that in me that is just trying to destroy it? It's just trying to take energy and just slam it, like, and learn from that. And that's what we have to do here. So so let's all learn. Let's all pay attention. Um, and then think back again, like the revolution, the Civil War. We didn't believe in something. We had to make an entire rising that ended up in a war between our own people, and we had to kill each other. And then and then that and then property was destroyed, and entire systems destroyed, entire ways of living in the South and North integrating with the South. Everything was changed, like, and we had to make those changes, and sacrifices had to be made. Like, I am all for the individual. Like, take care of the individual, take care of yourself, do what you need to do as a person. But if a wave comes by of other individuals doing what they need to do as a group, and it fucks your shit up, like, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry our systems aren't in place to step forward and recognize, like, wow, our people just rose and shook. Why? Let's learn from that. Let's fix the problem that caused that. And let's secure all the people that were destroyed in the process. Like the bad businesses that are getting destroyed here, the government should be taking care of them. Like, in setting them up and giving them a way back in, refixing their building. Like there's tons of people that need to work, or tons of people in this riot out here are homeless and don't have work. Like, put them to work, give them a little bit of money and let them fix the building. Some responsibility and stuff like that will also just better them. Like, we can all work together to build the city back if we're also in the process of building the consciousness of how we're operating. We're not using our system to beat people while they're rising and to put a curfew. Right now, there's a curfew out, right? And it's from 8 p.m. on Saturday until 6 a.m. Monday morning. So there's a drum circle that normally happens. So I'm still going to go check out the drum circle at the park, see if I can go peacefully roll up in there and play my drum a little bit. If I can, then I'll put up a slack line, and then I'll start spinning some props and see if anyone like thinks I'm a threat that comes up to me, or sees our drum circle as a threatful gathering, and we'll see. So hopefully that will be cool. And it's it it's just such a. I watched some videos today. I've watched some videos in the past. It's such a shame watching what our government is doing to people that are just walking down the road. Like, I understand our government trying to stop people from destroying businesses, because it is other people's property. It's other people's livelihoods that we're worried about. It's not like our economy. It's like individuals that we're worried about. Someone's calling scared. Like, you punched in a random window. That person's scared. Like, maybe like, we want to help those people too. So yeah, stop the people that are burning shit. Stop the people that are doing that. Like, if you want to do that, like, that's fine. But I've watched videos of people getting tear gas and push just for walking down the road, just saying, "Get out of here! Like, you're not supposed to be here." Push them like little girls and just men, just whatever, just on the road, and they're beating them with canes while they're leaving, while they're walking. Like, that is such a shame, and like, it's another thing to understand. It's another part of the conscious evolution to understand that's a repression of the rising. So you like, it's this battle, it's this energy battle that we need to understand, and it's gonna take destruction and a lot. It's a lot. I was at the park, and this girl I was with, she was really emotional. She was a lot more connected emotionally than I am. So the cops were rolling by, Every time a cop would roll by, I could just see it on her face. We were just like struck by it. We were in peace, but she was just struck by what she was feeling and hearing. So other people are struck, and they're punching, and they're gathering, and they're showing, and and our government needs to see that. And our government needs to make changes and call responsibilities to these cops. The cop union that protects these people needs to dismantle themselves. Yes, protect the good ones. But the second you have a violation against an individual, that should you should be on thin ice or dismembered or like taken out of the system right away. The training period should be at least 2 years. Like I gotta go to school for 4 years to make a plane or maybe an engineer to even work on parts of like important systems and 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 take make people safe. These people need to work for 6 months. You need to go into like there's so much training. A lawyer goes to school for 8 years to learn the law. Like these people need to know the law. There's just a law passed that allows the cops to not know the law. They can arrest someone without knowing the why they're arresting them. Like they can arrest them unjustly, I guess, like just for like just something. And then if like they were wrong, like it's okay. Like they were just trying to do what they thought was best. And but us as citizens are supposed to know our laws and know what we can and can't do. So it's systems need to change. 2 year training for them, make them know the law. That's not right. We should be able to film them. I think we can already, but some of them don't know that. They should all be filming themselves. We got cameras, like we got information, like they have weapons and power, like they should be regulated highly because we're an individual based society and we rise from making the individual strong and we rise from listening to individuals that rise as groups because those groups speak power and when those groups speak our system shouldn't be putting them down. It should let them rise and then it should take care of the damage that they do. And I get that there's like you gotta see how far that goes. You can't just like say that's what we're gonna do because like we just go anarchy and just start really destroying shit. Like you gotta regulate it like semi. That's why I'm saying like I understand them stopping them from destroying buildings, but there should never be a stop from a walk. There should never be a stop from a talk, and a speech, and a yelling, a honking, and a gathering in public land, sidewalks, roads, uh, police stations, the state house, like Capitol buildings, all of those lands, parks, all of those lands are our lands that we pay for, that we pay taxes on. There's a curfew out right now, so I'm not allowed to walk the city during the day on a weekend. Like that is not right. That is a abolishment of my rights as an individual to speak out on what I believe. So I'm choosing to speak here because I think over time this video will reach more. Maybe not right now, but hopefully. And I'm just gonna go do my coherence work and go slackline and try to heal people and bring a space of inside the flames. Because you gotta understand the flames and why people are on fire, and then we can learn and we can grow. And hopefully I can be a part of that. Hopefully I'll be a part of that today, and I won't. Our drum circle won't be shut down. Hopefully it won't be like the past. This drum circle started like 35 years or something ago, and they were smoking weed, and they would get like beat up for smoking weed in the park and doing like drum circle hippie shit. And then they would go walk to the Capitol, and then do it on the Capitol, and and then it went strong until now, and then we're still doing the same thing and no one's doing anything. So hopefully no one does anything today. And I hope others just show and gather, regardless of this curfew that got posted. I hope others are gathering and protesting and doing their rising still and standing up for our right. And I'm gonna go try to peacefully stand up for my right and not listen to the curfew and drum and flow and chill and cohere and try to build construction inside of the destruction. Always. Because I'm sick of punching walls. punching people. So not into that side of things. Love you if you are. Love you if you aren't. Be safe out there. Just try to understand the waves. You got to do your part of it, but understand if you get clashed because of that. You're a cop, and you're defending your other brothers that are hurting people, and they're hurting people that are practicing their amendments that you're supposed to be, and their constitutional rights that you're supposed to be upholding, and shit happens, like, and for other people who are going out there and interacting in a destructive way, or even in a highly proactive peaceful way, amongst destruction, or just peacefulness. Just peacefulness can be enough to disturb an unhealthy mind, an unhealthy system, and cause them to beat you. So please, if you're going out there, really be safe, protect yourself, by any means that you think you need to, and hopefully you're doing it legally, and you've prepared yourself in our constitutional ways. But like, protect yourself, make space. That's always key. Make space. I was taught to turn, go around. People don't back up. So if they back up, they can charge you and go around them, turn around them. And there's a lot of them just get out of there. It's just a question of, are you willing to really get hurt or die for a cause, or do you want to make a sustainable cause and a sustainable movement that doesn't clash too hard? Okay, because if we clash too hard, we lose good people on both sides. Um, that's the part that I'm not necessarily into. So much love out there. Whatever you're doing, I understand you. Uh, I recommend you come to Drum Circle in Park City, or not Park City, uh, Liberty Park, especially Liberty there, and drum and flow with me. Now, any Sunday, I'll be here for a while. And if you're not in Utah or Salt Lake City, just do your thing where you are. But I always encourage coherence and construction, um, space where space is needed, and bonding and merging where we can merge. So live on, prosper. I think I'm gonna spend like the next couple of minutes on my Swiss ball over here in front of you, in like some. So if you want to spend extra time with me, zone out with me, and watch some wiggle waggles on the ball, and then maybe learn a little bit about Swiss balls and how you can move on them and play on them and get all in the fire, then keep watching. But if not, that's all the words I'm gonna say. So much love. Peace out.